Right, in my ever-growing quest for questions, I'm gonna make a fairy believe in me now. Please do heal me, you have no choice. Burn. Burn all the fish forever! Get out the back! Get out the back of the van! Get out the back of the van! You don't need to be in the back of the van for this bit. Right now, if you're in the back of the van, you're not really doing much of use to me. I'm going to burn all these fish without you at this rate. There'll be no fish left for you. I'm cooking the fish as I attack them. It's beautiful. The elegance, the simplicity, the efficiency of my fish burning operation. If you would just get out of the back of the van and watch me do it, for fuck's sake, mate, it's not that difficult. Just get out of the back of the van. Has someone chained you in the back of the van? Well, that changes the circumstances. Now it's not your fault. Somebody has willfully restrained you in the back of the van. Honestly, I feel like an arsehole for having made it out to be your fault this whole time. I'm so sorry. I will do my best to heal this damage that has come in our relationship as a result of really my ignorance. Here, let me help you out the back of the van. As you know, my left arm is a set of bolt cutters. That's another part of this bit. That is me establishing things about my character. Who healed a fish in my fucking presence right now? What's all this now for fish? Oh, that's me being healed, I think, this whole time. It's all happening out here, behind the back of the van, where you have now joined me. Because I have freed you from your shackles. And now we can burn fish out the back of the van together. Thank you for listening to my speech. This is my one-man play, out the back of the van. It's really about being there for your fellow human beings, showing up for the community, helping them to get out the back of the van, and understanding there are reasons they might still be in the back of the van. And if you had just thought to ask, before throwing your barbs, you may have known and could have gotten them out of the back of the van really at any time with your left arm, which is a set of bolt cutters, as we've established. I wrote this drawing on my personal experience of having a set of bolt cutters for a left arm and burning fish out the back of the van, but I like to think there was more to it than that. I like to think that what really happened was... Will you fucking stop running at me? That's fascinating. That's really... so... Yeah, floating. What that is. I mean, they're not floating. Those are floating objects. I'm not sure that this is what I'd have assumed such an ability would do based on the name Floating B. Well, Floating A is what you think it was. This is Floating B, the other version of floating, which is less well known. People aren't as familiar with this one. It's relatively obscure. Like the works of Jamie Donathan, writer of the one-act play Out the Back of the Van. Underrated as an artist, I think. A very deep philosophical mind. I think he's got a lot to offer the art community. But much like the other version of floating about for a bit, he's not terribly well known. Ow! And it's never going to change if a dinosaur knocks me over again. Well, it's never going to change now. It's never going to change twice, Jesus! Sorry, Jamie, your fate's sealed. The dinosaur couldn't fucking stop himself. I'm sick of that being the reason that my friends have to suffer. I should probably stop making that as a promise. Mr. Beach is coming to a close tonight, and neither of us are going to get away. Neither of us. None of the 32 people who want fish are going to get back in time to actually have them. We don't know what delayed them. Something's wrong. We're gonna go out, we're gonna send a team to investigate, and that's the start of the horror movie. Where'd the people who wanted fish go? We'll workshop the title. We'll definitely workshop the title, but it's going to be a great film. It's written by the guy who did Out the Back of the Van, so you know we've got some real pedigree behind all this. I'm wondering about questions that a barbarian might have in his sleeve now. Do barbarians have? I think they typically don't. You know what? Barbarians don't have anything to prove to you. They can wear what they want. This one's wearing a long-sleeve shirt, Bermuda shorts, sandals with knee-high socks, rainbow-coloured, obviously. And yes, they do say rainbow-coloured instead of rainbow pattern, because they don't give a fuck. They're a barbarian. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, and they've got a bandana on. And a bow tie. And the shirt is not in any way meant to like have a tie on it of any description, but they've, you know, they've put the bow tie on anyway, because again, they don't give a fuck, and they've got one monocle on. Which I guess is like, I don't know why I specified one monocle as if like having two monocles, but no, that's a fucking power move actually. They've got two monocles on now. But the point I was trying to get to seems to have been resolved because I'm just sort of going this way. And my reasoning was Faint Twizzle is of a lower level. Oh no, I need to go back to Julia and trade in my funny birds, don't I? I was gonna go back through the abandoned castle the long way to get crystals for Faint Twizzle, but now that I think about it, I do sort of need to not. Because a bird's got mistakes that he can make. You know what? Let's see if your ability happens as quickly again. Because for whatever reason, I feel like when I said I was going to prioritise evolutions rather than getting the last stage abilities, I feel like I was getting abilities slower. So I really don't, maybe there's different numbers of enemies you've got to beat for each ability, and I just happen to be getting all of the really quick ones just now. But you know, we haven't unlocked his named ice thing that he does yet, so I want to be like, shoot the icicles. Anyone else for you to shoot an icicle at? Yeah, these ones. These ones, look at them. Look at these fish idiots. They don't even know what the time is, probably. They've not thought to bring a watch. Nobody has a watch anymore. The time is just being constantly blared at you from about 70 different devices. You fell over and I nearly grabbed you. What was it I could steal from you? I think you just drop borscht sometimes. I don't think I stole borscht from you. And certainly if I have done, I will still deny it. You've got a gemstone in your tail. I like that. I like that as a thing to have. I wish I had one. I wish I had a tail. That'd be pretty cool. I imagine it'd also be quite useful. Just another funny prehensile bum limb. You just catch people unawares. Ho ho. I'd get a scorpion tail, obviously. You all need to be punished. Look, you've got a beak, I've got a friend who's got a beak. You've been frozen in beaky purgatory, look! You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. So I just generally don't know. Maybe there's an area later that will link to this somehow in like that way that it likes to do to the abandoned castle all of a sudden. How do I go swimming? It's just, there's swimmy fish. Right? There's swimmy fish questions that I have now. Alright, and the infinite corridor looked like it was another dimension, so how the fuck are we meant to resolve this? Can I just ask? This fishy quit. Yay, blizzard breath. Right, do it. Cold suit of armour. It's not doing a lot. Well, you know what? We've seen it now. We accomplished our objective. It's time to go back to the house where you sometimes live. And now we'll go away. It's my going away song for you. Please give me money. Now listen here, you. In the beach hut, insects appear.
What can I get you today?
And I want you to do something about it.
Will that do it?
Because I feel like it shouldn't be happening, and yet somehow it's been allowed to this whole time. Now, one of you fuckers, I hadn't actually finished leveling, so I'm assuming it's the one that's not as high of a level. Yeah, you're still a goldfinch. I made you a gold. The twins both went the goldfinch route. Where have you gone? Yeah, and then you need to go up that way and become. Oh, thank God, I can do axes for the other. All right, I can do axes for the other, but I am going to focus my energies for now on a wizard, because as I keep saying, they have something going on in the wizard family that will eventually let me deal with red skeletons, I think is the idea. So that's Julia's shop again, which I'm right next to. Last registered stave point, Scooby-Doo! Alright. Now I want some adamantine, if we can manage that, because I've got some more things that need doing. Off we go to Cadogan's Way. Scrack Maligan is the funny juggler that we all know and love. But here's water. Oh, the corridor's even. The Blaze Phantom! You've got funny, the best arms, look! Blades! You're really good. I like you. I like you on a conceptual level. You still throw your sea urchins down at the ground. But I won't hold it against you. Because you're silly men. Just pointy. They wanted to be a praying mantis, but got it the wrong way round. They're little crabs now instead, which, to be fair, like, that's still a win. That's still a win in my book. It may not be the objective, but if any project allows the creation of crabs. Everything evolves into crabs is something that is apparently a true fact. Like, I'm not even making... Like, things keep evolving to become crabs. And I think, like, crabs are just the best state of being, perhaps, and, like, that's... Maybe being a crab is the goal of evolution, and that's why we're so fucked right now, is we've just strayed so far from the path. The crustacean way. And now... Sorcery Flame! Well, you can do sorcery flames. Okay, that's hard to argue with. That's definitely up there in terms of things you can be doing. What we're doing it in a stairway right now, so it's possibly best used on a, you know, a level playing field. Oh, but it won't stop you from doing it again, will it? Well, if I could do that, I'd be doing it all the time as well, to be fair. This little wizard's got the bongo's got the right idea. You can do a beam of flame wherever you please. I'll burn all of these little men, no matter what type of lobster they might become. Lobsters won't save you now, and it's rare that I'll say that. Not once have I had occasion to. Lobsters have come through for us in the past, but now I've got a weapon even they can't defeat. A big fire. Genius. Doing it again, look, we love it. We love to see it. And I'll poke anyone who doesn't. Prod them off the bus. Get off, you must get on the next one now. You're not allowed on this bus. In this bus, we like flames. We like flies, we like flames. If there was a fly that fireflies. We've cracked it, lads. We've done. We are now the Prime Minister. God, if it were that easy. I mean, with who the Prime Minister is at the moment, it feels like it would have to be that easy, but like, why is it never that easy to take it from him, eh? Fucking Boris the whiff-waff guy? Like, even if you ignore, like, the history of flagrant racism and homophobia and the spousal abuse allegations, because fuck knows the press seems to want to. Like, the fucking whiff-waff guy? I remember when saying the man was incompetent wasn't even a controversial statement. It was just widely accepted that the man was a fucking clown, and not a good clown like the ones I like. An idiot clown who doesn't even have funny shoes on. Couldn't even commit. But there we are. Nothing can be good. England is a shithole. I'm embarrassed to live here. Here we go to Scroundinger's Island. Big men on a skeleton. Oh god, are we in for just more of this? More infinite floating heads. The worst nightmare of someone who doesn't like floating heads, I would suppose. If you're that person, I apologise. I'm doing my best to kill them all. But they keep sending them in. Get angry at that guy. Get angry at the guy sending the floating heads off to me. You are a unicorn with a book. And you are just called a unicorn as well. They're like, no, this is what a unicorn is. We have decided. I, Castlevania, have decided you've killed him, haven't you? You've killed him outright, and I can't... forgotten memory. I can't now steal from the blessed unicorn. It was the last one. I'm gonna go back in, because I want to steal from a horse who's a man. What wonders have they put in their book? Eh? When you take a look inside a book, there might be something I can make a spear out of. Oh, I've got to get 2 rooms away, I think, before they respawn. Oh, there was crystals here I didn't pick up. Well, thank heavens they remained. Thank heavens that they remained. Oh, I can steal from you in here, though. That's fine, that you're no silly feathers. Silly feathers you don't have to have. Yeah, someone knocked me over right as he was doing the thing. Come on, I want to be a silly potato secret. The new thing from Bird's Eye, they'll get inside your mouth. You won't even try to eat them, they'll just appear. That's the secret. How do they do that? What technology have we invented? Horses, charge at me, please. It's rare that I'll ask that of you, and the one time I do, I feel like you're just deliberately ignoring me. What silly squiggles are you doing sorcery about me now? I just want to theft. I just want to do a little theft of a unicorn. You might have something good. I have something good. What about the other one? Do you want to help? No. No, you're like, nah. No, actually, I'm a unicorn horse. Hey, wait, fuck! I missed. That one was on me. Get off my back! Literal heads. Piss. It's all just a lot to have to avoid. Oh, piss. Well, fine then. You die now for best wishes. Oh yeah, I forgot to see if the forgotten memory goes into anything. There's an axe that we can remember. Ooh, you need a sword that I have. You want to punch someone? Well, I can do both, seemingly. Oh! What's that all about? Lovely weapon. Oh. Oh, that does look very nice. And it is, for once, more powerful. Great. The only one there is a shuriken. So let's have another axe made of this. You're gonna put something called a dragon killer into that, are you? And the other one is the one that we needed that other material for. Where did we get that from, and why did I not, like, go back to farm that? These are the questions I ask. Why? What has happened? For what purpose did I ignore this wonderful material that I was going to make all sorts of goodness out of? Will we ever know? No, we won't. That's the thing. Just a definitive answer. Bones! I don't need definitive bones. You've had enough of those over the years. These are definitely bones. Well done. Oh! You're definitely something as well. What have you become? What are you going to be? So this is another one where you're just like slightly different. Nautilus! Oh, you're slightly different, but you've got a Nautilus. Look. You've got a little Nautilus. Whoa! I can sort of see your little Squoofus face. You're actually just a pickle in disguise. But there we are. So yeah, they all look largely the same. Each version looks largely the same. But you do have a Nautilus. Fabled deep-sea beast. Countless surface level secrets have passed away. Don't know what if anything that meant. Do I keep going with you? Cause I do want that thing that you allegedly have. Getting kind of close to where the episode would end, so I'll keep up with you for now and see what we get out of it. I'd have hoped that it would have appeared slightly sooner, to be honest. The thing for getting rid of that stuff that I saw forever ago. Like, how am I supposed to remember at this point? Even remember the red skeletons I'm complaining about? Who's there? Who's you over here spawning in? Defeat the worm. Shouldn't be that difficult, it's literally just a worm. I'll have you know. Rosario! You came in too late to do much. Who's fucking in my back pocket now? That door? That door I guess we move on from. Up another ramp. We'll see what's in the next main room and then we'll call that the end of the episode. Like maybe there'll be something conclusive in there. At the very least a save room. Surely there's one lovely thing for me. Come on, you can afford it. You can put one in my hat. Put a little picture of a chimpanzee in my brain. Directly in there. Come on, beam it in. I know you're psychic. You can do this. I have faith in you and your psychic powers that I know about. Oh, well, there's a room with 4 horses. And that's... Oh, no. The apocalypse. The apocalypse is happening. I got rid of one of them. Never mind. There's no longer the required number of horses. Call the whole thing off. Stop the trumpets. Pack it in. Stop coming out of the sea. I don't care what you look like, how many other things you've got. You can write blasphemy wherever you want. I'm going to steal from your bones anyway. And you'll never get out again. You'll never get out again for once. For once it's my fault. Oh no, I've moved off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about me, folks. Ectoplasm, though. Hey! That's the thing! That's the one, I think! Oh, it's not an activatable. It's a thing. Oh, well now. Well now, we've got skeletons on our side. So tune in next time when we'll go skeletoning. You see, I'm ready for this, and there's a shape over there that's on fire in the middle of it, and that'll be great as well. Tune in for then, and remember, Nautilus's will solve it for you. Brilliant.